Right, so I'm just on my way out the door to the unit, and I've just had a nice delivery from the guys over at Munbyn. They've been very kind and sent me a thermal label printer, a Bluetooth one. So we'll quickly open it up, as you can see, and see what they sent me. Let's have a look. Right, so doing this together, I've just downloaded the Munbyn app, connected to the printer. As you can see, everything looks fine. We're going to go on the app. I've literally just bought the label, and now we're going to print the label, and then the layout per sheet, pages per sheet 1, copies 1, printer selected. We're looking for our printer. No air printers found. Oh, maybe we have to go to here. Ah, there we go. Review and print. 4x6, that is correct. And we press print. Look at that. Simple as that. I mean, if I can do it, anyone can do it. It's so simple. As you can see, all you have to do is literally download the Munbyn app, connect to the correct printer, which is the RW42B, which is a thermal printer. Buy your label. Simple as that. Now we'll pull our label off, stick it on. Gosh. As you can see, it's easy as that. It's going to do me a world of good having a Bluetooth printer. Just saves you so much time. Good thing about this is that obviously it just automatically sets the 4x6, which is great. So any labels you have, they're already set at the correct size. Takes 2 minutes, honestly. I literally just set it up as I showed you. So great, good time for me. I appreciate the guys sending it over at Munbyn. Also, it doesn't jam this apparently. It has like a 0.01% jam rate, which is fantastic because there's nothing worse than your labels getting stuck in your label printer, is there? Right, I will see you down at the unit. See you soon, guys. eBay or Vinted? That's the big question nowadays, isn't it? We get a lot of questions about how I run my business, whether I run it on eBay or Vinted, Depop. No, not Depop. Depop's dead for me. Take it back years ago when I started on eBay. eBay was and has always remained the big giant in the scene for me anyway. But when Vinted come along, I did jump on Vinted, and Vinted was great for me years ago. And then obviously you have to be very careful how much you listed on Vinted. Couldn't list too much too regularly because they would just deactivate your account. And then Vinted Pro come along. Now Vinted Pro I signed straight up to, even when they were taking people's national insurances and putting them on your account. And I have been trading on there ever since. Now, I haven't actually taken any money out of my Vinted since I've become Vinted Pro, and I've just, as of yesterday, been trying to verify my account to withdraw money. Oh, it's cold. And it's a nightmare. I've tried it 3 times. I've sent my tax return for the year. I've sent numerous different I don't know what you call them, numerous different versions of proof of all sorts, and I don't know what to do, so I'm going to keep trying. If anyone's got any advice for me, that'd be great. If you're Vinted Pro already and you know how to do it, please shout me. But yes, eBay and Vinted, there's a lot of pros and cons to both. Vinted, I love Vinted because it's easy. The listing is so easy to do. You can list so much quicker on Vinted. Very easy to get lots of pictures, your brand, your price, your condition, blah blah blah. It literally takes seconds to upload on Vinted, whereas eBay takes a little bit longer, but that's not the trouble, is it? I think the trouble that I have on Vinted is everyone wants to lowball you. You put something up for £5, someone wants it for £1, and that's what really annoys me on Vinted. God, it does my head in. And then even sometimes when you put things on Vinted, you'll say, just for example, you put something up for a score, £20, someone lowballs you £14, you accept it, and they don't pay anyway. I think going forward, Vinted, I would like to see Vinted changed their structure to when someone makes you an offer, like eBay, they have to pay for it, or it's sold and then it has to be paid for. Because I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat where, you know, you accept these offers and then nothing happens, and then you've just wasted your time. But I know there's a lot of time wasters on eBay as well, but not compared to Vinted. But that's where I think Vinted are still in their early days, where they're still pushing this narrative that Vinted is for people clearing out their house, wardrobes, etc. But Vinted has come a long way, and I think the competition between Vinted and eBay is healthy. Competition's always good, and it'll always benefit us, the seller, because we've got two platforms that are fighting against each other to try and get you on their platform, which is why I think eBay brought out the no fee thing before Christmas, leading up to the new year with clothing. Obviously to get a lot more people that may have not been on eBay for whatever reason onto eBay, because eBay will always be the bigger platform, as it has been for donkey's years. But obviously Vinted are starting to take away a bit from eBay in the clothing department. So obviously the free fees, which they've took away after Christmas, a bit greedy if you ask me. I don't think there was much reason for them to not, I don't know, or maybe just lower fees on clothing, even if they wanted to take something back for it. I just think it's a bit greedy. Who am I to judge, hey? I think eBay's good in a sense of there's a lot more foot traffic. There's a lot more people that buy on eBay. So if you're like me and you sell a bit of everything, whether it's footwear, gaming, electricals, books, board games, snowballs, whatever it might be, eBay's great for that, because you've got all of these different, all of this variety of items to sell. So no matter what you pick up, there is always going to be someone looking for that item, whether it's in the UK or whether it's globally. So obviously with eBay having the GSP, the Global Shipping Program, it's great because it allows us to be able to send things abroad, whereas Vinted doesn't have that yet anyway. Maybe it's a thing to come, I don't know. I do see I have had a lot of messages from people in France and stuff on Vinted, so maybe it's starting to come, I don't know. I haven't sent anything abroad on Vinted, that's for sure. Obviously, the big elephant in the room on Vinted is no fees. No fees are brilliant. Everyone loves no fees. Why would you want to give away money for nothing, eh? We already pay tax as it is, and then you're giving away fees to eBay. But the no fees and the shipping on Vinted, I love the shipping on Vinted. I think it's fantastic. Why eBay haven't brought that in, I don't know. You know, you buy something off me, immediately the label is sent to me. I have got to pay for nothing. It's already factored into the cost. I just print it out, stick it, and it's done. It's so efficient. Whereas obviously with eBay, you've then got to go sell the item. You've got to outlay the item. I know you've charged it if you charge for your post. I know you've already charged for the amount, but you've still got to go and then physically buy it and send it, because eBay then take their fee out of the overall cost. So you're actually spending more on your fee, on your postage, than what the postage costs. So Vinted's definitely, their postage system is 100% better than eBay's. This is all obviously in my opinion. Everyone's got their own opinion. I've got a lot of questions about whether I do buy it now as on eBay or also I've got a lot of questions on about whether I do buy it now or auction on eBay. Now 99% of what I do on eBay is buy it now. Always has been, always will be. But occasionally, depending on what the item is, if I've got a big bundle, I'll do like an auction. So I think the eBay auction thing's really good, especially if you've got a lot of stuff you want to clear. Like I've got a lot of Lego down there, and what I usually do is I'll just weigh it out and then I will put it on a 99p auction. Whoever wins it wins it, which I think is good because it gets a lot of watchers and then it gets a lot of people involved. But for the majority of what I do is do buy it now. So that's obviously a difference within eBay and Vinted. Vinted's always buy it now, no auctions to be had over there. The way I tend to use Vinted is I watch a lot of Ricky Resells. I'm assuming you know who he is, but if you don't, Ricky Resells is a YouTube reseller. He's a really cool guy, very knowledgeable. So go and check him out if you haven't seen him already. But I think the way he worded it was he uses Vinted as a form of like a car boot sale, which I think is the best way of describing Vinted. I find Vinted, so if I list two things on eBay and Vinted, my eBay price would always be higher than my Vinted price. One, that's to factor in the fact that there's no fees on Vinted, so you can knock a few quid off for basically the fees on eBay. But I just think people on Vinted want to pay less. For example, if you saw my last video, I sold a barber jacket. I put them up for £100 on eBay and I put it up for £90 on Vinted. I had so many low balls, £60, £65, £70 on Vinted, and no one ever wants to pay. And then literally I had one offer on eBay. The guy offered me, I think, 75. I counted him back at 85 and he paid straight away. Job done. I just don't think you get the same money. Personally, this is obviously personally, you might find it different, but I just don't get the prices on Vinted that I do on eBay. And that's for me is the black and white of it. I think eBay, you get more money for your items, you get more foot traffic, more people viewing, more watchers, etc., which generally leads to more sales. But I think with Vinted, a thing that I love about Vinted, like I said, is the postage, the user, how friendly it is, it's user friendly, and how quick it is to use. But yeah, I mean, that's where I sort of stand. Apart from being Vinted Pro, it's a nightmare. If anyone can help me out, please just message me. I just want to verify my account so I can get my dough out, sitting there taking my money. But yeah, I don't know, let me know where you stand. Again, I always like to know where people stand here, what people do, if there's anything I can do differently. It's all a learning experience, isn't it? We're all in it together. So yeah, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.